Today we join Terry and the crew out in Humiston Woods, a location where a dragon has most recently been sighted.
Dragons have not had much of an influence on North America until most recent years. In the media, from film to art to video games, dragon impersonators are everywhere. However, true dragons have not been found much since the medieval times. Since then, their social and political status has plummeted, leaving the few remaining to scatter across the globe.
Is it on? Is it working? Is it here? You want it here? Okay, here. Hi there. My name is Fafnir. Some people call me Fafsa. In college, I majored in dungeonology and minored in women's studies. I'm sorry, is there something specific you wanted me to talk about?
Just tell us about you, dragons in general.
For a really, really long time, dragons held the highest influence in political offices in Europe. I can just talk about Europe, right? That's kind of where my name is from.
Sure. Just, tell us what you know.
Alright, yeah. Dragons have always been the big baddies, or power figures in history. Always the big bosses. We dictated how people had to live because we had the largest collection of distributable wealth. Gold, mountains of the stuff. So we'd trade that with the people for food, services, the generals in a barter system.
Meanwhile, out in the field, Terry has made quite a discovery.
Behold, the dragon's hoard.
Ooh, nickel.
The infamous greed of a dragon.
Because dragons have a massive surplus of gold, and occasionally cut off neighboring people from that supply of gold, dragon slaying became an up-and-coming practice. Men seeking out to regain the land's lost wealth, and rise in social status, would hunt down these legendary beasts. With varying success, these men would return heroes, or not return at all. Now, if you could slay a dragon, you were considered quite the force to be reckoned with.
They were all like, "Give us your gold," and I was like, "Nah." And they're like, "Why not?" So I'm all like, "I invested my hoard in 401k." And then they got all...
For a food source, and to act in defiance of the ever-imposing population of man, dragons would hunt livestock and young maidens, economically demolishing the humans and their livelihood.
Then they're all like, "Give us back our women." And I'm like, nah. Clearly, if you're locking these young women in an unfortunate situation and not giving them the attention and communication they need and deserve, not to mention a safe home and a means to receive a steady income away from an abusive home like that. So, nah. And the livestock was mine to begin with. I bought them. They stole them and were surprised when I took them back. Always get a receipt.
Meanwhile, out in the field,
Dragonologists have long been studying important information about dragons, like their fire breath temperature. So hot. But they have overlooked one critical piece of information, the internal body temperature of a dragon. So, we are going to be sending our interns, Steven and Bob, and into the dragon's lair to investigate.
My name's Kevin.
Seems dangerous.
So, Dragonfire's really hot. Yeah.